Welcome back, YouTube. Jason134 here, back with another video. Lumberjack Dynasty. We're returning. There might be some slight difference between this episode and episode 5 because I did have a little bit of a save issue. Apparently, I did not save my content from episode 5, so I had to go back and do it all again before this episode could be done. So, if there's any small changes that you notice around, it's probably just me trying to replicate what I did in episode 5. Anyway, let us enjoy some tree chopping. Let's see, where do we want to go ride at? We still got old Betsy. Drive on up to. We're just gonna do a little drive around because I'm gonna look for some more quests. I know there's supposed to be a lot of quests that you can do in this game, but you have to actually find the people to talk to do them. Log drop. And then there's another log drop right up there. These are the closest log drops to that up there in the mountains, so you probably would have to end up driving your buffalo tractor or whatever you loaded your logs onto. You'd have to drive that all the way down here to one of these log drops to drop your logs off. So it would become quite a hassle to actually chop the wood way up there. But once you chopped it, you would have to grow it back because I think you're chopping mostly dead trees anyways for the most part. I mean, unless you're chopping some good trees. Oh, there's some pretty bad trees out there. Nice bridge. think you can just drop wood wherever. I think you actually have to drop it off on those log drops, which is one of the bigger issues with the game right now, because the water's so low in some spots that they were unable to put log drops all along the whole area. So it's like some areas, like with these waterfalls. Oh, I was not paying attention to what I was doing. And you could technically have log drops on a waterfall. You would just have to make it where the logs would fly off the waterfall down into the lower spot. Like they would be shot off into the water below. Oh, look, there's some more houses for the local investor. Some more houses for that dude. I'm gonna have to end up building those too. Oh, gas station. Let's see, where to next? I could just go around this whole area, because I'm probably going to end up stopping at this place, because I feel like that's a quest. I've always been curious about this spot right here, because I always feel like there's a quest there. This must have been the road that I came in on right here, because this is the only road that actually goes off the map. So this is the only road that would make sense for me to take a bus in on. This is the only road right here. Is the only road that leaves out of off the map. Anywhere actually. Just one way in, one way out kind of thing. Kind of scary at times actually, believe it or not. Like if this whole area were to burn, that'd be like the only way out. One way in, one way out. Oh. It looks like that's a Mountaineering trolley station thing. Yeah, what's that? What are those things called? The ski lift? Yeah, ski lifting station. Although I don't know where the heck the ski lift things would go to. There's no big mountains around here aside from that are actually accessible. Oh, maybe this is the ski line. No, that's a telephone line. That's silly. Why would that be a thing? Oh, look, there's a hardware store. We can buy some stuff there to build with. And now we turn here and we go back around. Sort of on the hunt for quests. And we're gonna pass right by the Isaac's place and Sasha. While I'm down here, I'll go down here and talk to this guy. Don't get stuck in the ditch now. Believe it or not, I don't actually see what's wrong with that aside from maybe the bleachers.
Hello. How's business? Honestly, it could be better. I bought a piece of land, bought this hotel and the store. Once they finished the ski jump, I thought there'll be loads of tourists bringing in loads of money. But now it looks like they'll never finish.
How come?
I remember 3 companies trying to finish this building. None of them got permission. The mayor's office blocks everything. No idea why. I would have sold the hotel a year ago. But of course, no one wants to buy. So here I am, trading fish and mushrooms, waiting for better time.
Care to trade?
A recipe book. I will buy that. Thank y'all. I'll come back later to buy that rig. Looks like I forgot to take some scaffolding down off off Isaac's barn that I was working on so long ago. And we're off again.
You know he talks too much.
Cleared out this land for Sasha, but I still don't understand why she wants the land cleared. I doubt she's ever going to develop it. Although it would be nice if I got to help her develop something there. There is some pretty good forests up here. Some pretty good ones. Buy the land, cut the trees down, and ship them down to the lumber mill. You know, honestly, I really thought there was going to be some kind of a quest here. It's going to get really boring not having any quests to do and just having to operate the lumber mill. Now, not boring, but like, you have to make so much money because you have to, I have to actually go and buy a lorry to go sell my planks to the mill because the planks are better than the regular things. Obviously, I'm going to sell the wet planks because I'm not going to sell those dry planks. Who's that guy at? I gotta look around. He's always going to be somewhere. I just gotta find where he's at. No, that's Isaac's place. I could take a bus stop here to this place. Because it's kind of out of the way. And I don't really want to go way up there with my truck. I thought it was this spot. Maybe I could check this. Don't run these people over. Right. Maybe I could just check it real quick. Although his truck would be here if he was working here. His truck would be here, right? Yeah. His truck would be parked like right here. Right here, probably. I'm waiting for his lorry to show up somewhere because I feel like he's gonna end up at either one of these several spots that are around. There's several spots around the map like that you have to actually build up. Oh, there it is. I was wondering where those things are. Why are there no wires on those things? Kind of strange. Like, if I ever see those things being used, I don't think they're just strange because there's just floating cable cars. There's no wire. I think I missed my road. I'm gonna drive around. Off-road. Biggest reason I don't like going down here is because the bridge is out on the other side, so you actually have to drive all the way around the map to be able to get here. That's where I just finished Isaac's work, right over there, but the bridge is out right there because I guess they never got around to building it. I don't know.
Hello.
Well, yes. I'm looking for Mrs. Lily. Apparently she's a herbalist, supposed to live somewhere around here. Do you know where she might be?
Actually, I am Lily, and I am indeed a herbalist.
You are Lily? Well, I must admit, when Aunt Grace sent me here to see a herbalist, I was expecting someone else.
Let me guess. An old witch with a black cat and an old goat? Sorry to disappoint you.
Not at all. If anything, I should be sorry.
Well, yes, I do. I graduated in botany and natural medicine last year and moved back here to live with my father. Unfortunately,
I'm so sorry to hear that.
that's so sweet of you.
I'm keen to help any way I can. I don't expect much payment. If there's any way I can help...
Okay. Well, for starters, I need some mushrooms. I got a large order from a nearby hotel, but have not yet had time to go and pick them. Could you do that for me, please?
I would, but
You don't have
I
time.
know nothing about mushroom.
Don't worry, I can teach you how to pick the right ones. Forest mushrooms are the best.
With pleasure.
She doesn't have time. Let's think about this for a second. These AI literally do nothing but play in the dirt with their tools. That's all they ever do. Don't have time, you see. You say. They must really like playing in that dirt. I know I'm gonna need to probably just find some random old forest somewhere around here to find some forest mushrooms. I mean, well, up, one. Two. Three. Four. I'm glad I can use the engineer's sight to actually find them. Although it does require a lot of walking around, but eventually I'll find what I'm looking for. Although I might have to go back up the road to one of the nearby forests to find a lot more of them, because they are supposed to be forest mushrooms. And outreach usually I can cut these trees, because they're not in a forest and they don't belong to me. Only... I don't know what's down there. I never looked. Probably some park or something. Just drive right back up the road to this forest. It's like right here, and then just look for forest mushrooms.
Gee, that's too bad.
We should just hold on.
I must be Superman.
Do you
That's
really
better.
believe that?
Aha! Explosion of forest mushrooms. I guess, like she said, they are forest mushrooms. Supposed to be in the forest all the time, so yeah, pretty fun.
We knew about this before.
I know she needs 50, but yet there's not very many around here. I'll probably have to go down another forest to find more, even though I don't want to. I'll probably just walk there because I'd rather leave my truck here so I can TP back to it. I can teleport back to it. Probably gonna be some more somewhere around here. I just gotta find them. Oh, there's one. More. I only need 36 more, but yet some of them are kind of getting hard to find, even though there's a lot of them around here. I'm more of a classics gamer. I like to play the older games. I mean, I do play the newer games that come out, some of them, because, I mean, they do appeal to me. Some of them do, but some of them also don't. Some of them I don't actually want to play, and some of them I just purely don't like. I've been having issues actually finding good VR games to play. I've been looking into getting a game called Boneworks, though, but I'm still a little hesitant on it. Because I don't know if it's going to be worth it, and I don't want to buy it if it's not going to be worth it. There's like little groups of mushrooms in certain areas, I guess. So you just have to really run around and keep looking for them until you get the amount you need. But it is going to require a lot of running around and just continuously looking around in your engineering site to find all the mushrooms you need. Because it seems like they only grow in every few so many feet apart. They grow in small bunches, and then you gotta run along for another little bit in some random direction until you run across more. Ooh, what's this? Ooh, a treasure box. Let's open it. I got some sausages. Ooh, and a rake and flowers. Will indeed enjoy these. Maybe. I don't really know what this is going to do aside from give me something to play with for a while. There's some seeds. For flowers, I can make my house look a little prettier aside from the fact that I have to water them every day. Come on, where are the more mushrooms? I need, what, 5 more? Come on. Gotta be just a little bit more around here somewhere. I don't want to have to run all the way across the map to find more, so I'm really hoping to run across another small patch of. Three, 2, 1, and done. Now I can teleport back to my truck. I finished. I'm on my way back
It
now.
was just like you said.
Right, I'm not stuck on this tree.
People say a lot of things.
I think I'm just stuck in the ditch.
Nobody cares about what he says.
It was just like you said.
He wouldn't do it himself. Obviously.
Did you find the mushrooms I need?
Yes, I think these...
Great! I am impressed.
My pleasure.
Come and visit me anytime. I'll be glad to see you. I may have other tasks.
I'm glad you talked...
Sure. I know a lot about herbs and other plants, but I need to...
Yay. Now, I believe that is all of the quests that I can do for this area. Now I need to go up here because it reaches out down there. For some reason, I'm still trying to understand that, but whatever. Okay, wait. Maybe I need to go back and talk to her again. I almost left without even going back to see her because the quest just showed up. Lady.
I heard you're famous for your
Well, I used to sell a lot of them, but all that traveling from store to store was too strenuous for me. That's why I'm trying to sell online now.
Well, is it too much to ask if you could teach me how to...
I don't know. Maybe if you promise not to sell them online.
Promise. I might sell them as well, but I won't interfere with your...
All right, all right.
Well, what is it?
You see, a year ago, I bought some materials so my dad could rebuild the house. Payment in installments. And I'm a little behind already. Not that I'm in real trouble yet, but I would like to get rid of that debt.
Not sure if I can help you with this, but I can try.
Would you do it for me? Talk to James. I hope he can at least delay the payment slightly.
Okay, now I gotta go find James. I'm pretty sure James is that dude that we need to go talk to. Maybe I can teleport. Whoa. I knew it! He would end up in one of those other areas. I knew it! He just picks a random one to go to. Because he's got to build up all these old houses, and then he picks other random jobs to go to, I think. But honestly, it's kind of hard to know where he's going to end up, because he does actually kind of randomly pick. And then you just have to drive around until you find him again. Then you got to make sure you have plenty of dried planks on standby and ready to build. Alright, we're going to drive down there. Boy, might even take the bus. Well, we're going to take the truck. We're going to take this truck back down to the farm, though, or the mill. Uncle's house, actually, technically, because it's where I keep it, is right in front of Uncle's house, because it's out of the way, and I like it to be quick access. Because I can just teleport to it and then get right on the road instead of having to drive out of something. I'm almost out of time for this video, so we're gonna go and talk to James and finish up this quest, And then we're going to save right where in that area so we can come back in the next episode to build those houses. Driving. Whenever I finish these houses down here or over there for the first set of houses I built for James, I brought the rest of the wood up here and used it on that hotel that you have to fix, like right up here, that one building. And I managed to fix quite a lot of it, but I didn't have quite enough wood to finish the whole building. But I almost finished it. I was just a little short, just slightly short on wood. I didn't have quite enough to do it all, but I did manage to do most of it. Driving. I just kind of get sad that there's no horn in the game. Like an old beluga horn. Because I feel like that's what this truck would have. That or a really old horn from the old days. I always like to honk the horns in these trucks. Kinda wish I could have one in a truck like this. Gosh, look at all these dilapidated buildings in this area. Off-road. Oh. Don't get stuck. No wonder I never found him. He's all the way over here. Man, James, you really picked an out-of-the-way area to build houses. And the fact that he's all the way down here by the water.
I need to talk to you about...
That is right. Why?
I was wondering if I could help her. Well, I can't afford to pay her debt directly, but maybe there's a way for you to extend the loan?
I don't know. I've been waiting for my money for a year already. Plus, I have my own issues to take care of. I simply cannot afford charity. But why don't you work for me? If you help me, I could reduce Lily's debt in return. You could even earn some money for yourself.
What exactly would I be doing?
I'm in the tourist business, offering vacation cabins. I have many jobs to offer, but not enough workers. I could use your...
I'm interested.
Unfortunately, I have more customers with payment delays like Lily, so I cannot really afford to buy building materials. But operating the old lumber mill, you could produce your own, right?
Okay, I get it. You have me repairing your cabins with my own building materials.
I am offering you a sustainable business opportunity. Complete the first job, and Lily's debt is gone. Then we are partners, and I will be paying you for your help and materials on every order.
Sounds fair.
I'll
I'm
do
in.
a lot of jobs for him now. Maybe. Alright, let's go get that lorry. Let's drive to the place. We gotta go buy. I don't know why it says buy things. He literally just said go to the lumber mill and make your own. Why would I be going to buy? Okay, wait. What way do I need to go to get back? I could go back around this way. I might do that, even though that's going to take a little bit longer. I am almost out of time, but I think I can finish this quest pretty quickly. Or at least part of it. See, there's more houses like right here, so... He's got a lot of these little spots right here. This is probably going to be the biggest job, because there's like, what, 6 houses? 7 houses there? There's like 7 houses there. And I think there's some more over there. No, wait. No, that was just a... No. I'm mistaken. Oh, look, there's the furniture shop. Pretty sure I looked at that in one of the past videos. Lumber mill. The bigger mill. This is the bigger of the mills. This is what a lumber mill... This is what a lumber mill in real life would probably look like. Not mine. This right here is probably what it would actually look like. I mean, if it was operated out of water, it would still have the belt bringing the wood out of the water, but it would probably be taking the wood out of the water and then dumping it onto a big wood stack so it could be taken into the mill via like like a big tractor loader or something, like with big claws or something. But I should have plenty of wood planks on standby ready to be used, because I know I did the last job and then I loaded it back up so I could have more wood on standby. Passing you because you're going slow. I know this might be like a rural community, but still, I still believe this is kind of bogus, because I feel like even if this was like a rural community in the mountains, like the only person that even resembles a cop is that one dude that you help in the woods. That's like the only person that even remotely resembles a cop. I need to check the dryness of these, make sure they're all dry. Okay. These over here that I put in earlier are not quite dry yet, so I'm gonna have to pick up from this other end down here. That's not the one I wanted to grab. Let's grab the forklift real quick and stick this back in there. Pretty sure you're supposed to stick this stuff in there sideways. This is how it would normally come out. I mean, this is a little bit strenuous to put it in there sideways because it's a little longer sideways than it is front ways. But I feel like this is how it would actually go in there. These things would be big enough for it to go in there sideways. Yeah. Okay, maybe not. Alright, so let me put this down. Let us back on and put it in there the normal way. I meant to pick up one of those right there because I know for a fact that those are dry right there. The only problem with doing it myself is I have to usually go back to my house and sleep for 3 weeks before I can use the wood that's actually in here, because it takes a while for this stuff to dry, a long while, and I don't actually have a long time to do. And just sit here and wait, so I usually try to skip past it. Alright, now that this is ready, I'm going to grab my forklift and I'm going to load up more wood planks out of this that's ready to be used here. They're ready and waiting, and then whenever I come back, I'll probably sleep for the few weeks that I have to sleep for, so I can dry this wood out so I can actually properly use it for building. And then maybe in the next video I'll do that, but I will at least drive this wood over there so we can finish that quest. I'm trying to keep these videos around 30 to 40 minutes so they're not too terribly long. So upload times aren't horrendous. Well, I thought even with my really reasonable Wi-Fi that they would still take some time to upload, but even then, it's just kind of strenuous. Was hitting the turning option the whole time. I had to look over to my keyboard to see what key I was hitting because I was trying to go back and my wheel kept turning. I'm like, what key am I hitting? I was hitting the D key the whole time, not the S. I thought I was hitting the S key. That's why I was trying to go backwards because I thought I was hitting the S key. It's funny. Alright, we're gonna slap this in here, and then closer. Pop it in there a little bit better. Can we push this one in a little bit more? Maybe? I mean, I wasn't pushing in there a lot, but I pushed in there a little bit more. I just don't like it when they stick through the metal like that. It does kind of upset me when those little, whatchamacallit, stick through the metal doors like that. I don't think that's how it should work. But I didn't make the game, so... And I'm also not a game developer, so that is... Although I've always wanted to be, but I don't think I have the skills necessary to do something like this, like to make a game like this. And the fact that if I tried to make a game like this, I probably would get copyrighted for something. Like, something would look too familiar with another game, and I probably would get in trouble, like, you have to change this, because it looks like another game. It looks too much like this game. If you want it to look like this, you have to get permission from this developer to make it look like this, specifically. But no, trust me, if I built a game like this where you had your own lumber mill, like a big lumber mill to operate, it would be a full-blown lumber mill. And it would probably be multiplayer. Like 4-player, multiplayer, 4 to 8 probably. And you would have a massive lumber mill, and the more people you had, the more wood you could push through your lumber mill. You'd have to go out and cut your own wood, though. The map would be pretty massive. It'd be... Honestly, if I had the power to make my game like the way I wanted it to, it would be probably twice the size of the GTA 5 map. Which would be quite massive. Just think of the forests. Just think of the size of those forests you could cut. Just think of them. Just think of that. All those forests, all that wood you'd have to cut. Dude. Mainly just trips between the forests and the lumber mills. It'd be basically like real life. All those 18-wheeler drivers out there that have to drive those big log trucks from like where the wood's actually loaded to the lumber mill. I think that's how it works. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. I think that's how it works, because I did watch a show that I don't think it comes on anymore. I haven't seen it in years. I've been wanting to try to catch it again, but I don't know what channel comes on my service provider, so I don't know where to watch it. It was called Swamp Loggers. And it was a pretty good game. It was like, kind of reminded me of Cutwood. And it had trees on mountains, and they had big old cranes and stuff with big lines and stuff, and they would use that big crane system to grab wood, pick it up, and drag it up the mountain so they could cut all the wood up, whack all the limbs off of it right then and there. I don't know what those things are called, but they're awesome. Whatever they're called, they're really cool. I really like them. I like that log ramp that's right there because it's really close to all these woods here. And these are usually the area that I try to buy in because of the log ramp's closeness. So I can get like the Scorpion King or like something like one of those tree harvesters, as they're referred to, tree harvesters. And then the log transports to build that. Almost running that car. My mill would probably be about twice, if not 3 or 4 times the size of this one. As far as buildings, like the buildings, like the way the buildings are, like how many there are, and how big the wood stacks are, it'd probably be basically like a real life lumber mill. And it would have, you'd have to first, before you even started operating your lumber mill, you'd have to go. The first thing you'd have to do is go chop trees. You'd have a chainsaw and probably a trailer, like a trailer that you'd have to fill with wood. Because you wouldn't automatically start with massive machinery, and you'd have to unlock all the, like, you'd have to actually build your lumber mill. You'd start with a really small operating system, not massive, but you'd have the option to build a massive lumber mill from the wood you produce. Once you got to that point, you could actually start upgrading your stuff, paying for other materials and stuff. Alright, first we're gonna drop this stack so we don't get that one. Alright, when we come back in the next video, we're gonna build all these cabins. And probably see what else James has for us. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and if you liked it, please make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and share. First time I've actually asked people to share the video. I don't do Twitter and stuff like that very often, so this is Jason Walker 34 signing off. Bye now.